Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today it's time to have a look at something else on the dev server, and this is the Mirage F1C-200. Now this vehicle is in the files, it's not technically on the dev server, but this is looking like it's going to be the new premium vehicle for the French. It's going to be a barnstormer, probably the best premium that we have in the game, along with the MiG-23, of course, for the Soviets. The F1C-200 is basically just an F1C with a refueling probe. That is pretty much the only difference between it and the standard F1C. And if you've used the F1C, you'll know how powerful this vehicle is. It has access to CCIP and CCRP for everything, has an RWR and SPI, and also, of course, the radar, the Serrano 4, which is a very good one. It's got all of the different modes that you would generally want, especially for the missiles that this thing has access to. It also has the Snecma Atar 9K50 with 6800 kgf of afterburner thrust, and also two 30mm Defa guns. You can see them in the center here. Don't worry about these ones. These are just hanging out. Obviously, since this is in the files, I'm sure there are some issues with it. So don't really pay attention to these. Maybe this thing will get some crazy big guns. Maybe it won't. Who knows? The vehicle also has access to all of the general stuff the F1C has access to, so it does have the countermeasures, 252 of them, of course, because no missile is getting close to this thing, and then also it has the crazy weaponry. So not just the standard Magic 1s, it also gets access to the Magic 2s, which are the all-aspect versions of the Magic 1s, and they are just fantastic. Some of the best missiles in the game, if not the best missiles in the game when it comes to it. Then it also gets the Matra R530 Fs. These are, of course, the semi-active radar homing missiles. They have very good guidance time. The overload is a bit of an issue, but then you also have the R530, which is in the house, and of course the R530E, which is the IR, kind of big R530. This is the one I enjoy the most because of its missile guidance time. You can kind of throw it from miles away and then hit the target, which I think is super fun. But I suppose with the more powerful radar of this thing, people will probably bring the 530Fs instead if they work properly. Then you've got a bunch of bombs. You can also bring the 30mm Defas on top of this, so some extra gun pods, and then also some rockets in the form of Snebs, and also the Type 23s that you can see here. So this vehicle has access to a ton of different ordnance, pretty much for any situation, and also all of the different stuff that you would want. And as I said, it's already right now one of the best vehicles in the game. And basically what you're going to end up with this vehicle is just a better version of, or not a better version, but basically the same version as the Tech Tree one, and this will be the Rank 7 Premium. Now, it's unsure or unclear right now if the actual French Tree is going to get a new vehicle. The Mirage 2000 right now is set at rank 8, and my guess is that's going to be the new vehicle for them, and I think generally people would be fine with that. It also has an MTI mode on the radar as well, so that's something to have a look at. But also, you know, with the all aspects, it's just gonna be kind of nuts with this thing, like as it goes ahead. Like it's the Magic 2s, if you've never used them, they are an absolute joy to use, and also all of the other missiles on this thing are pretty good too. With all the countermeasures this thing has, with the radar that it has, with all of the access to all of the crazy stuff that it has, people are just gonna have a wonderful time with this. Like it's going to be really good. A lot of people complain about this aircraft. I have no idea why. I think it's a fantastic one, you know, especially with all of the different munitions that it has, and a perfect pick for what would be classed as a premium vehicle. Also at the same time, it does have, you know, the proper hood, and then the cockpit is already done because it's a straight copy from the other one, so yeah, it's kind of as simple as that. And yeah, it's a really, really good machine, and it's really fun to play. I hope that people do enjoy it. I hope that people have a great time with it, and people can have a good time getting the 2000s as well. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank Forge, Siegebreak, Carrion Crow, Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Orange Tail, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, and also Sem Arslan, Wilkski, Uncle Bean, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.